your usual porridge might come up to like 600-700, in which case you know you're gonna have to decrease somewhere. Or it might be like 400 calories, which you know you might have to increase your oat portion or throw in some peanut butter or something like that. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am in a slightly different location, trying to move somewhere where there's no family distractions. Today I'm going to try and do a really quick counting calories 101 video. I'm going to make sure it's not too long, and this video is for those that are thinking about, you know, maybe counting calories, trying to achieve your goal. You know what a caloric surplus and deficit is, and you know you want to maybe lose weight and lose some fat, or maybe put on muscle and weight gain, but you just don't know how to go about it. So this video is for you if you don't know how to count calories. You don't have to be a mathematician to know and to track. It just takes a little bit of reading and understanding, watching videos like this, and just a little bit of planning as well. So firstly, just put some notes on my phone so I don't miss anything and just waffle on. Firstly, we're going to talk about how to use an online calculator and how to know how many calories you should be eating for your goal. If you want to lose some fat, maybe lose some weight, you would need to be in a caloric deficit. And then if you want to maybe put on weight and put on muscle, then you need to be in the opposite, which is a caloric surplus. Of course, you can always track calories and just be in a nice maintenance, and that's just like a middle ground of you eating calories. So in there, in a maintenance, you can possibly lose a little bit of weight, a little bit of fat, but you can still kind of retain muscle and grow muscle a little bit, but basically you're maintaining gains, you're just chilling. So firstly, I would use an online calorie calculator. I will link some down below. I would use maybe both of them and maybe a few more if you want, probably like 2 or 3, and just kind of pick an average really. MyFitnessPal is another really good app, and that can actually do it for you. If you plug in all your details, it will literally give you like how many calories you should be eating to achieve your goal, as well as a macro kind of goal and macro breakdown as well. So that's another really good app that I used to use a lot when I used to track. Plug in all your information in there. When it asks you about your activity level, be honest. If you don't do hard heavy exercise 5 to 6 times a week, don't put that in there. That all affects how many calories you're gonna need. So be honest, put that in, and it will give you a special number, which is your goal calorie, whether you want to achieve weight gain and muscle gain or achieve fat loss. So once you have this number, you're probably asking, what the hell are you supposed to do with it? So for example, I would need to figure out how I'm going to split that down to particular meals throughout my day. So I needed to be on a caloric surplus of 2,000 calories to gain weight and gain muscle. Now it's important to note that everyone will be different. So, you know, that might be my caloric surplus, but which it actually is not, but this is just so it's a nice round number. But yes, let's say 2,000 calories. So I could be like, right, I need to eat 2,000 calories to gain muscle and weight. So how about I eat 500 calories for breakfast, lunch and dinner? Now, you know, 500 times 3, that would take me to 1,500 calories. Now I still need to eat 500 more calories to reach my surplus goal of 2,000. So I've got 500 left. I can split that by 2, which is 250, and I could throw in 2 snacks into my day, maybe in between breakfast and lunch and dinner. 2 snacks that are 250 calories. So that is how my breakdown works. I know that. Great. I know that that equals 2,000 calories, and I know that's how much I need to eat every day consistently to gain muscle and gain weight. Tea time. So now I know exactly how much I should be eating for my body. You'll need to start following your meal plan, start creating your meal plan, and start tracking your calories. You know, you might have to do a little bit of research on breakfasts that are 500 calories. Maybe you can trial and error a few things that you maybe eat for breakfast and use a tracker like MyFitnessPal, for example. There's loads of others, but I've only ever really used MyFitnessPal. A lot of them aren't 100% accurate, but it still gives you an idea. So maybe, you know, if you eat porridge every day, maybe plug that in one day into MyFitnessPal, and you might be surprised your usual porridge might come up to like 600-700, in which case you know you're gonna have to decrease somewhere. Or it might be like 400 calories, which you know you might have to increase your oat portion or throw in some peanut butter or something like that. Now, trial and error and create something, write it down how many grams of oats you need, etc. So it is roughly around 500 calorie breakfast. I would say give or take, you know, either side, but roughly, so it does add up to 500 calories. You can always search things like 500 calorie breakfast and things like that if you're not too sure what you should be eating, but it's literally trial and error. Yeah, once you know how much your breakfast, lunch, meals are going to be and what kind of things you're going to eat, put it down in as like a meal plan. There's loads of templates you can use, or you could literally just make one yourself on like a Word and put in like, you know, breakfast one, porridge, 50 grams of oats, a banana, 10 grams of peanut butter. That's why making your meals as simple as you can is quite important. But otherwise, just things like, if you eat meat, things like, you know, chicken wrap with some vegetables and some broccoli on the side is really good. Or if you're vegetarian, like a tofu stir fry, so you have your noodles and your tofu. That's, you know, quite simple. Trial and error and plan it out. It might not be perfect to begin with, but you'll soon kind of get there. At the end of it, you should have a really nice looking meal plan, and hopefully you know what to do and you know how to follow it. I also do recommend keeping things quite similar. You don't have to eat the same thing every day. Something which is quite good is having, you know, maybe in a 5-day week, if you're doing a 5-day meal plan, maybe have like a Monday, Wednesday and Friday eating the same breakfast, and then Tuesday and Wednesday something a bit different. And again, same for lunch, maybe have like Monday, Wednesday and Friday the same kind of thing, and then the in-between days something different. Or if you're like me and you like meal prepping for like lunch and dinners, then you can always do like a Monday, Tuesday the same thing, Wednesday, Thursday the same food, and then Friday you can just have something simple. So at least you can make 2 portions of a meal, you know exactly how much is in there, and you know you can just easily track and easily prep and eat. So yeah, you should hopefully have a good meal plan that you can follow, a simple meal plan that you can follow, especially if you're watching this video, you're probably new to the whole meal plan and counting calories. Definitely strongly recommend a weighing scale. I don't know how you could count and track your calories if you don't have one. I'd also suggest an electronic one where you can literally put like an empty bowl, and then, you know, it's much easier to put like your oats in and then put it to 0 again, put your milk in, put it to 0 again. And of course, if you've got a nice meal plan, you don't really have to like put in every single thing you've eaten. You can do it that way, so you can not create like a meal plan and stuff, and you can just kind of put everything that you've eaten onto MyFitnessPal, and then at the end of the day be like, oh, I've still got about 200 calories to eat, and then spontaneously eat something. But if you want to create an actual proper plan and stick to it, then you can do, so you don't have to write it down anywhere. For a caloric surplus, you know, you don't have to be too strict on tracking your calories in terms of eating extra food. You do have to make sure you are in a surplus, so you want to be making sure that you are eating enough. For a caloric deficit diet, so if you are on a weight loss, fat loss diet, you do want to try and stick to the plan as much as you can. Try not to eat less and miss things out. That is not how we work in this world. You know, don't starve yourself, but make sure you're sticking to it as best as you can. You know, you're trying not to like sneak in a little bit of a sneaky chocolate or a sneaky biscuit here or there, because it will all add up. Of course, your weekends, if they are off days or whatnot, I would say you don't have to track on the weekends. I think tracking 7 days a week is definitely not something you know should do. If you want to do it, then that's great, and you probably achieve your goals much quicker. But if you don't want to do it, then that's completely fine as well. Usually 5-day plan is fine. I do 7-day plans for my clients, but I do give them the option to follow 5 days if you want. But I would suggest on the weekends, if you are not tracking, to at least try and stick to well-balanced, healthy meal, and throw in cheat meals if you want, if you're going out or anything like that, rather than cheat days. Especially if you are counting calories, you've obviously got a goal. Like, you're not planning to stick to counting calories your whole life, and I don't think you should count calories your whole life. But if you are watching this video, you've definitely got a goal and you definitely want to achieve it, so you should definitely be trying to, you know, be on your best behavior as much as you can. So I just say stick to the 80-20 principle. 80% of the time on your best behavior, and then the other 20, you know, you can always kind of treat yourself. I think it's raining, so it's about to get noisy in here. That's basically it. Just count your calories, plan, trial and error. just make sure you're using a scale, any scale of any sort, to make sure you're tracking your calories, you know, to the T. But like, I'm not that strict and I can still achieve my goals because I'm consistent with my plan. Although I'm not like really crazy about like it has to be 50 grams on the dot. Yeah, just stick to it. Make sure you are consistent with your plan and make sure you are disciplined. And again, you will not be doing it forever, but if you've got a goal to achieve, then it's definitely strongly recommended. So that's your calories 101. If I've missed out anything or if you have any questions, write it down in the comments below or drop me a message on my Instagram DM. It's starting to rain now, so thank you very much for watching. Please like, don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully you found this video useful, not too rushed, and just simple and easy to understand and yeah, take in.